Next, we have a new feature where you, the viewer, get to vent your frustrations at the ills of the world. We call this feature the 1 Minute Rant.
I'm mad as hell and I don't know what to do.
Yes, the 1 Minute Rant. So stop shouting at the TV, don't touch that phone, forget about Joe Duffy, and get your submissions into us at the 1 Minute Rant. No holds barred griping, no editorial control, you choose the topic. And now, our first offering is on the topic of town planning, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. Let's hear it.
Lack of planning. The real evil. Planners and politicians have failed to act accordingly to the increase in population, increase in wealth in the country. This has resulted in small urban city centres, huge commuting distances from outlying one-off housing into these urban industrial centres. The knock-on effect of this, besides family breakdown, marital breakdown, obese kids, obese dogs, how can parents expect to spend any time in the community if they spend more time in their cars than with their kids? This has resulted that there is no community life, very poor family life, and this can all be traced back to lack of planning and lack of political will in order to get the proper planning of infrastructure and houses in place, which would have coincided with the obvious increase in wealth. We are wealthier, but we're not happier.
Well, I really think he touched a nerve there with the obese dogs. Free gym membership for porky canines? Could be an election issue. Coming up, a discussion on those people we all know, the guy who uses you and is never there when you need him.
I want to give out about people because there are certain types of people, certain types of people are very, very nice, but there are certain types of people who are very irritating. And they're the kind of people who will expect you to do an awful lot of things for them, but then when you ask for any particular favour or even minor favour at all, it's always a big problem. It just shows a complete lack of respect, I think, and it just gets to me. And then when you meet them, it's all nice and I meant to return your call, oh God, yeah, just get back. But you know they didn't, they had no intention of returning it, Like, they kind of use you when they want something themselves, and which is fair enough, if there's a give and take, but it's when there's no give, it's all take, and they use you, and then when you want something from them, even a small personal favour or something like that, it's no, can't happen, Every time I ask you for one little favour, it's oh no, I'm low on battery, or I forgot my tripod, but yeah, you come here, you ask to picture me, I can take my picture anytime, but yeah, ask something of you, nah. Get out of me, get out of me, get out of me, get out of my house, get out of my...
Well, that one certainly came from the heart. Someone won't be getting a Christmas card this year. And now, a traffic report.
Thank you, Con. The scene behind me is a familiar one, part of a network of recent road enhancements. But of what benefit are improved roads if those using them are abysmally ignorant of the rules governing its use? We've all encountered one, yet none of us is one. That's right, talking about bad drivers. Firstly, there's the lane hog, that arrogant driver who assumes he sets the speed limit, therefore has the God-given right to travel in the right-hand lane, despite his travelling 10 miles more slowly than everyone else and delaying lines of traffic. Secondly, the blind lane switcher, those oblivious idiots who change lanes, usually at high speed, without first checking their blind spots. And the consequences, as you can imagine, they can be deadly. Finally, those worst of reoffenders, the indicators didn't come as standard in my car crowd. Oh yes, these drivers, whilst less dangerous, are more highly effective at creating mass road rage. Don't be fooled by age, infirmity, innocence, or car make. These drivers know exactly what buttons they're pressing. Back to you in the studio, Con.
Well, that's about it for this evening, but keep those rants coming in and we'll talk to you all again next week. Good night.
And the only sound that's left after the ambulances